Guys, we're at a very important part and time of the year, and that's green and growing season, where we're standing over a winter wheat field. It's 3 acres between out in front of me and all the way back over this way, and it kind of goes back over this way. It's 3 acres of winter wheat that we planted in the fall last year of 2020. Well, now we're at April 11th, and we've had temperatures in the 50s, 60s, 70s already, which is kind of abnormal for this time of year up here in the Northeast. But this winter wheat has perked up, and it's probably about 3-4 inches, and it would be taller, but the deer are hammering it. Well, they're hammering it because it's the only thing in the area that's green. There's no buds on the trees yet. I'd say within the next two weeks, you'll start seeing buds on the browse and things like that. But we're in a critical time where those deer need nutrition after the winter time. So you kind of have a situation here where this is the only green food source that greens up, before anything else, and the deer are getting the nutrition from the wheat. Yeah, they're still eating, woody browse and things, but this is going to be high in moisture content. It's in a manicured area, meaning the soil has been manicured with lime and fertility levels. We have great soil here that took us 2-3 years to build up with organic matter. Fertility levels, our pH is good. We're up to like 6.8, 6.9 in this field here. And fertility levels are very well established. And what we did today was we sprayed micronutrition on the ground here, or on the winter wheat, and that micronutrition is going to boost the nutritional value of this winter wheat to make it even more palatable, to give an extra boost of nutrition to the deer. So you're going to provide extra nutrition to the deer. You're also going to attract turkeys, because turkeys are going to be in here. This is going to promote growth. So the turkeys are going to be in here bugging, eating the bugs and scratching, looking for different insects and things, in the winter wheat as it grows. And so you're going to attract turkeys. You're going to boost the nutritional health of the deer coming out of the winter time. And we sprayed this, and generally it's a little bit too early to spray on browse because there's no leaves on the browse. So when you're foliar feeding, the product is absorbed through the leaves. So if there's no leaves, then there's no point in spraying. It's a waste of product. So now the plants can absorb moisture, which means they can absorb the micronutrition from the antler grow and the Farmer's Touch NPK. So we just boosted this whole thing. We sprayed, I think it was two tank fulls. So we sprayed about 75 gallons of water. Sorry, we sprayed 3 tanks. It's about 75 gallons of water, which is 75 ounces of antler grow, 75 ounces of NPK. And so now we let this set till spring food plots go in, which is in about another 6 to 8 weeks. And that's the other important part of this, is we still have 6 to 8 weeks of growing and time before we plant spring summer food plots. We usually don't plant here until the end of May, first week of June. So we have 6 to 8 weeks of nutrition to the wildlife before we plant. And what this winter wheat does is provide that 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks of green and growing food before spring green up. So you're providing the wildlife with many more weeks, a couple months full of nutrition before anything else. So people always want to feed deer and help the wildlife. Well, this right here is helping wildlife more than anything else right now, because there's no other food around. So people plant soybeans, and they plant brassicas in the fall and things, but leading into coming out of the winter, you have no brassicas left. You have bare soil, and you're not feeding anything. So I hate bare soil. And this method, when you plant winter wheat in the fall, go through winter into spring green up, in my opinion, it's virtually the best way and the only way to feed deer and give deer extra nutrition. They're not getting this from some pellets or some corn that you dump on the ground. This is 3 acres of manicured food, high in nutritional value, high in fertility levels, high in micronutrients. The pH in the soil is high. So it's giving just a flush of nutrition to the deer. So leading into fall of 2021, consider this, guys. I'm telling you, if you can plant winter wheat, last resort, plant winter rye, get that in the fall. It's going to provide massive amounts of nutrition through the winter into spring green up until you go to plant your fall food plots. So any questions, comment down below. Love to talk to you about it. Hope you guys are doing well. It's getting that time of season where turkey season is about to start here. We have, I think, 3 weeks here for opening day of turkey season. So we just helped, the turkeys out. They're going to be in here, and we'll add some video to it if we have any on the cards. We have some trail cameras out testing or getting videos of the turkeys, seeing where they're at. Haven't heard any gobbles, but they're here. We've had them on camera here for the past month. So they're here, and I'm excited to get out here turkey hunt. See ya.